Salut l'équipe, j'espère que vous allez bien. On est actuellement à Paris, attendez, je vais vous dire ça tout de suite pour pas vous dire de bêtises. On est le mardi 9 janvier 2024. Comme vous le savez, dans quelques jours aura lieu le match NBA à Paris, le NBA Paris Game 2024, qui va opposer les Brooklyn Nets aux Cleveland Cavaliers. Il va y avoir avant ça, et c'est pour ça que je suis déjà à Paris, tout un tas d'activations, tout un tas d'événements autour justement du match. Et là, on est justement à l'hôtel Le Collectionneur à Paris. Et on va partir pour à peu près 10 minutes, je pense, d'interview avec Frye, vétéran NBA qui a été drafté par la meilleure franchise all-time, à savoir les Knicks, vous vous en doutez bien, qui est passé par les Cavs et qui a joué avec LeBron, Kevin Love et Kyrie Irving et qui a fait partie de l'équipe qui a gagné le titre de 2016. J'ai préparé plein de questions que je vais lui poser autour de sa carrière. Vous allez voir, ça va être vraiment intéressant. Je vais essayer de me mettre dans la peau d'un journaliste basket. À mon avis, on va se régaler. En même temps, on va jouer à 2K, les amis. C'est parti.
Are you down to play one game?
Yeah, I'm down to play.
Go.
Yeah, I'm down to play.
I play 2K for a living, so.
Oh yeah, I'm an old school guy. I know everyone says that, but I'm the type of guy where Donovan Mitchell will have 76 points and nobody else will touch the ball.
So I got a few questions for you.
Yeah.
So maybe we can play the game. And,
ask away.
During the course of the
Perfect.
game, I'm gonna ask you a few questions so we can know more about you.
Right.
And your career.
Jarrett Allen, you're so slow. Oh, of course you're gonna be Cam Thomas. Make a pass. There we go.
Showtime.
Hey, no, first turnover.
Let's go, Channing. Show me what you got. Okay. Come on,
Max
man.
Strus. Oh,
Come on.
Nope. Hey, listen, gotta try the midi. It is
this.
not dead. Nope. Nope.
Yes, sir. My first question was, when you were a kid, was it a dream for you to go pro as a basketball player?
Yes, as like any kid kind of says, well, I want to be a fireman or I want to be president, you know, any of those things. I didn't think it was actually achievable.
Yeah.
Until I got to college. I think for me, my parents said, well, if this is what you want to do. Okay, hold on. Time out.
No worries.
My team's not
4-0,
ready.
no worries.
My team's not ready. You know, my parents always were like, hey, if you want to be in the league, regardless of what happens, just prepare yourself. And so I just made choices. They always gave me choices, and they were like, this is what somebody in the NBA would do. So I didn't go to any parties in high school, except for the last day. It was prom. It was like the prom party. I drove 25 minutes to school. Every day I went early at like 6 to work out, stayed later. I made a lot of decisions. And when I went to college, I kind of kept that with me. I was never the best. I was always good and always like tried to work hard. And then an opportunity arose for me to go to Arizona, and then I got an opportunity to go to the league. And even still, getting drafted 8th was crazy to me, right?
Yeah.
The beginning of that year, I was supposed to go second round. So to go from second round to 8th is pretty awesome.
And I was about to ask you one question about the draft. So you were drafted by the best team in the league. Yeah, the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan.
Okay,
and,
It's been hard for you lately.
Yeah. And I lived in New York for a year, and I really love the city and the team.
It's the best. It's the best city in America.
Paris looks like a village, next to New York City. So how was it like?
How was New York?
No, the draft.
The draft. Well,
this moment.
It went fast, right? Because my best friend was Richard Jefferson, right?
Okay.
So he was playing on the Nets, and they had taken me out in New Jersey, and they had taken me out the night before. So I was actually operating on like an hour of sleep.
Okay.
But to have, my family's from New York. My dad was a diehard Knicks fan.
Okay.
I had 75 people there. Ooh, good pumping.
Oh, nice.
Cookies. There we go.
No!
It's so trash. It was everything. Like, it was surreal. I mean, I had an idea that I was going to go to New York, but still, things were happening. And then when my name got called and you walked up, it was like, and you're looking at your family and you think like all these things happen in your brain as you're shaking, at that time, David Stern's hand, and then you have your hat and you get a phone call when you go to the back, and you're just like, wow, is this like my dream? And then the next day you're like in the facility with your jersey, but then 2 days later you're like there practicing. So it was awesome. It was like one of the best days of my life.
And all that discipline and hard work,
Yeah.
it did pay off.
Yeah, I think it's also, you got to have a sense of humility for the game, right? So for me, again, not being the best, right? I was never the fastest or the strongest. But if you love basketball, if you love winning, right? If you want to be the best version of yourself, you got to reevaluate yourself every day. Like, yes, I had 30 last night, but how can I have 32? Yes, I had 40, but how do I get 10 more rebounds? Like, it's hard mentally to do that, but if you do that, it gives yourself a better chance.
10-0.
Yeah.
Kenny, you got to score.
I got to score.
One bucket.
Listen, we had to take no Mobley, it hurts. No Darius, it hurts the team.
How many points did you score in your career?
Man, I don't really know. When I went to the league, I was a center in college. And in the league, I tried to play center versus like Shaq and Yao and those big guys.
Big
and I
centers,
figured out the first 4 years of my career, that wasn't going to work. So then I developed shooting threes. And I had never shot threes in college. I didn't shoot them in the league.
Didn't know that. Okay.
No. So the first 4 years of my NBA career, I made 20. And then the fifth year when I went to the Phoenix Suns, Steve Kerr was our GM, and oh my gosh, Donovan.
Good take.
Donovan. They were like chanting, "You could shoot. Why don't you shoot these?" And I was like, "I'm not allowed to." So they were like, "No. You can shoot these here." And I made 172. So it's like a record of like the least to the most.
172.
Yeah, made 172.
You can score one bucket here.
I know. I'm trying. Listen, I'm trying. Look, I had to reinvent myself every year just for where the league was going, just what was best for me. And then again, like nobody was shooting as many threes as the Suns was. Now teams want to shoot 50. So like evolving and growing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was never about me. I just wanted to win, right? Whether I had 12 or 30.
And you did win.
We did win. We did win, which was great.
We just talked about you winning. So you won the title in 2016.
Yeah.
The greatest series of all time.
Yes, I think so.
How was it like to be part of this team?
Man. What's funny about that is I was on Orlando at the beginning of the year and got traded. So Orlando was like one of the worst teams in the league. We're the worst and the youngest. And then I got traded to one of the older teams with a bunch of guys that like were my age. And then the ability to play with LeBron and Kevin and Kyrie like really changed my perspective on like greatness. You know, you hear about LeBron working out and you watch him play, but you're not around him every single day. Same with Kyrie, and same with Kevin. So even to this day, we're still friends, where everyone still stays in touch. But I have never been more locked in to a series ever in my life. Nothing like, wouldn't even talk to my family certain days. But it was
fully
worth
locked
it.
in.
They fully, like crazy locked in.
We got 1 minute left. I got a few questions, so I prefer to focus on the questions.
Perfect. Yeah. Plus, I'm getting beat.
You talked about LeBron, Kyrie. Right. What struck you the most about LeBron James, playing with him? Was it his discipline?
Dude, the discipline is more than anyone I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's also the sacrifice, and also like his brain is a computer. The first day I got traded there, I remember he was like, "Hey, do you like catching the ball with your left hand first or your right hand first?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Well, we went over film, and I remember in 2010, you guys used to run this play." That's 2016. So he goes, "In 2010, you and the Suns used to run this play where Steve would come and throw it with his left hand." And he goes, "Here's the name of the play," which it was. And he goes, "We can run this play here, so let's practice." So Steve Nash throws wonderful little pillows, right? Of like, it just gently comes, touches your hand nicely, kisses it, and you get to shoot. But LeBron, I remember, starts shooting these fireballs left-handed, So just getting used to him and his brain and how he sees the game and how he sees the season is crazy when you see it in person.
Last question. As an NBA vet, what would you say to the younger generation who wants to go pro?
Don't just work out all the time. I think that's my biggest thing.
That's what I'm not a pro.
No.
That's what I play 2K Pro living.
I think too many kids think that just working out equates to playing basketball, right? I think that's one part. Like, learn the game, love the process. Like, taking care of your body is still part of playing basketball. Like, watching basketball, like eating the right way. All those things go into being the best version of yourself and give you the best chance. But, there are guys like Victor or Chet or, Jokic, right? You can be successful being the best version of yourself. And you should just dive into that and try to be that.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Ok les gars, l'interview avec Channing Frye s'est trop bien passé. Le gars il est super accessible, super gentil. Il a répondu à toutes mes questions et je sais pas si vous avez remarqué, mais en fait tout s'est enchaîné hyper, de façon hyper fluide. Genre je lui parlais d'un truc et directement derrière, sans que je fasse rien, il me lançait sur ma question suivante. Donc hyper cool, franchement j'ai kiffé. On a un petit peu joué à Touquet, mais tu connais, moi j'étais plus concentré sur les questions parce que c'est pas tous les jours qu'on peut avoir un joueur NBA avec soi et lui poser des questions. Et j'en ai vraiment profité pour me focus à fond là-dessus, pour en savoir un maximum sur lui. Là du coup on a bougé, vous voyez qu'au niveau du décor c'est plus du tout le même. On va retrouver Jarrett Allen. Ça va être très court, on a que 4 minutes avec lui. Donc là c'est pareil, j'ai prévu quelques petites questions, petites photos, petites dédicaces. Et vraiment les gars, je me régale. C'est à peine la première journée, on est mardi, le match est jeudi. Et en même pas 24 heures, je me serais posé avec Channing Frye et avec Jarrett Allen.
I asked the same question to Channing Frye this morning,
Right.
and I'd like your answer on this one. Was it a dream for you to go pro when you were a kid?
It was. When I was younger, I used to always watch NBA games on Christmas and opening presents, seeing my favorite player, Tim Duncan, playing for the Spurs. It was always like, I want to be there one day, and I finally made it.
And why Timmy?
I don't know. I really don't know. I know my dad was a fan because he was from Texas, and he just used to always have it on TV.
Let's move on to 2022. So Harden got injured, and you're named as an NBA All-Star.
Right.
How did you react?
I was surprised at first. I didn't think I'd make it. I know I was having a decent year, but I didn't think they would pick me for the All-Star game. So I was more excited than I looked. I remember they had a video of me showing how I looked, but I was actually really excited.
And I got one more question. You look like a very simple man. I mean, no crazy outfits,
Right.
no fancy sneakers, even if you got millions. And I love it. I love this mentality. But
Appreciate it.
how do you do that?
I'm just a low-key type of guy. I like what I like. I'm not into a lot of fashion, a lot of high-cost things, but when it comes to the things I like to splurge on that.
And what is it?
I like video games. I like technology, computers and stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay.
I guess nerdy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please tell me you play on PS5.
I do have a PS5. I use it
But?
for some story games. But
Okay.
I built my own PC.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
That's my baby.
Okay.
That's my baby.
Man, thank you for those answers.
Appreciate it.
On fait une petite photo. We can take one picture.
Okay.
And maybe you can sign one
Sure.
one game. This is for my personal collection.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you.
Bon, vous venez de le voir les gars, petite interview de qualité avec Jarrett Allen. Le mec, il est hyper gentil. Entre lui et Channing Frye, c'est le duel des mecs les plus gentils du monde. Je lui ai posé mes questions, j'ai kiffé ses réponses. Pareil, ça s'est enchaîné aussi, c'était hyper cool. La photo, la dédicace. C'était très court, donc il fallait vraiment millimétrer le truc. Je pense que je m'en suis pas trop mal sorti. Et du coup, on va se retrouver demain pour assister à l'entraînement des deux équipes.
Gros, je vois... Ce gars-là, regardez-moi ses contours.
Oh, arrête,
Non,
arrête. Oh,
non.
la chef. Oh mon dieu, non.
Magnifique,
Non,
magnifique.
ça,
Je vois
c'est
tes
beau.
stories, mec. Je sais que c'est pas pour des femmes, je sais que c'est pour les basketteurs. Logan, je te prends en otage.
Vas-y.
Dis-moi ce qu'on est venu faire ici, là, à Marcel Cerdan.
Franchement, là, on est venu voir l'entraînement de malades des Brooklyn Nets.
Ouais.
Ensuite, ça enchaîne avec les Cleveland Cavaliers. Il y a Ben Simmons juste à côté.
Exactement.
Il a du monde. Ça, c'était
Mec,
pas prévu.
qu'est-ce
ça.
qu'elle m'a fait dans ma séquence, là?
C'était pas prévu. Bon,
Donc du coup, tu nous disais, on est avec les Nets,
ouais.
entraînement des Nets.
Exactement. Je sais pas si tu
très très cool de pouvoir voir les joueurs pros, de pouvoir voir des joueurs NBA, le staff et puis toute la NBA s'activer en France, c'est une dinguerie. Et franchement, cette semaine NBA, elle n'est pas encore terminée. Mais je peux déjà vous dire que cette année, mon expérience NBA à Paris, elle est vraiment mieux que l'année dernière. Le fait d'avoir pu interviewer Channing Frye, d'avoir pu parler aussi à Jarrett Allen, c'est un truc de fou. En plus de ça, je me suis plutôt pas mal débrouillé. Donc si jamais la NBA voit cette vidéo et qui cherche un petit intervieweur débutant, moi je suis là les gars. Hein. Non frère, personne va se tromper.
NBA player, I'm an NBA. Don't look at me, don't look at me.
Regarde, lui c'est un NBA player. Il
a rien compris.
Il a serré sa capuche quoi.
Regarde, les gens ils regardent.
Bien sûr qu'ils regardent mec, il y a 3 mecs qui sont en train de se filmer comme des ploucs. Bon du coup les gars, on est où là?
Bah écoute, on est à la NBA House. C'est ça. On peut savoir ce qu'on va faire ou...
Ouais les gars, on est où? Ouais.
On est à la NBA House, figurez-vous finalement.
Qu'est-ce qui va s'y passer mon petit pote? On va regarder du basket, jouer au basket, enfin surtout eux. Après il paraît qu'il y a quand même Tony Parker qui se ramène et tout. Mais le moment le plus attendu quand même.
Le moment le plus attendu, c'est notre entrée.
C'est ça.
Et c'est là, c'est maintenant.
Les gars, on est avec Ronnie 2K. We're here with Ronnie 2K. Last time we saw each other, we were in New York City.
Yep.
What's up?
I'm good. Just here in Paris, enjoying seeing so many European fans enjoy the game of basketball.
Are you excited to be here?
Of course. I always love coming to the city and just seeing the growth that the game has had is really awesome.
What do you like the most about Paris?
I mean, I think it's the people. Like, people are so nice. You can feel the enthusiasm that sports is gaining, especially basketball. I think that's what I love the most.
Thank you, Ronnie. We're going to see each other, hopefully, in New York.
Some other countries.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm going to watch you on 2K. Yeah, be ready.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Bon du coup les gars, on continue, on a fait une petite pause sur le stand 2K pour être avec les abonnés. Merci à vous les gars, merci à tous ceux qui sont venus me voir pour prendre des photos, tout ça, vous étiez grave cool, grave sympa, merci pour la force. Ok les gars, c'est une fin de vidéo.
C'est incroyable.
J'espère que vous avez kiffé.
Abonnez-vous.
Abonnez-vous, bien sûr, c'est important. J'espère que vous avez kiffé le match aussi. Nous, on a bien kiffé, on était bien placés là, 2e rang. Donovan Mitchell, performance de fou. Les gars, vous en avez pensé quoi?
Heureusement Michel était là, il a fait un match incroyable. Ouais, 45 points.
Il a fini à quoi? 45 là?
45 comme ça. Ouais. C'est une dingue.
Trop fort. Vraiment
Et en plus
trop
on finit l'outro sur le parquet et tout. Si ça c'est pas stylé.
Les gars, on était là les gars. NBA Paris Game 2024. À l'année prochaine.